Hello everyone, this is Abhinesh Krishnan. Welcome to my another video. I hope everyone is doing good, and in today's video is about Christchurch to Auckland. My experiences about job opportunities and things you need to handle while you're in Christchurch and as well as in Auckland. Like there are certain situations where you need to handle when you're in Christchurch and in Auckland. So this video is based on viewers' comments. One of the person who commented about Christchurch experience in Auckland, he just wanted to know. So based on that, I just made this video according to my experiences. So I've been in Christchurch for around 2 years, and in Auckland it's been 1.5 years. So what are the things which I faced in regards to job and situations till now. So when it comes to Christchurch, first thing is like if you've been in a city and you're coming to Christchurch for the very first time, it would be really different, and like I found it's very difficult for me to handle things because I've been in city, and when I come to Christchurch, it was like a little bit hard for me to get friends and get used to certain things there. It's not a pretty biggest place to explore or something like that. It's quite a smallest place, and you can easily find out when it comes to job, like you can easily find out recruitment agencies there easily. And if you do have a car, like industrial areas, there are certain places where industrial areas, like when you're searching for a full time, it will be very easy for us to get there and give out CVs door to door and find out what are the expectations of the manager or the HR of the organization is. Like when you get to that place, like there are certain industrial areas where you can give out CVs and find out what their expectation, what kind of roles that are available, and what kind of experience they require for that. It's easy to find it's pretty easy, like when you're comparing to Auckland, it was pretty easy for me to find out what the expectations and what are the job opportunities and situations which are there in Christchurch. So when it comes to food, things like that, restaurants and places where they offer food closes around 8 to 9. Like they open on certain places only one place which is nearby casino, there's a restaurant which is open till 3 a.m. That's also a certain point of time. So I really recommend when you're in Christchurch to learn cooking while you come to Christchurch, because it's pretty hard to get used to things there. And second thing which I would say is highly recommend to get a car once you get a part-time, because and also you can get around to find out what are the requirements of people, and also try for internships while you're in Christchurch, which is really useful. But it's not easy to get a internship very easily, but when you try it, the experience which you gain from a particular company, which will be really helpful for you. And also for interview kinds of things, like when you're training for full time, you can approach recruitment agencies straight away, and there are some recruitment agencies which help you to get into the interview stuff. And when you get into the interview stuff, you should have to prove that you do have a unique skills and experience to get into that role. At that point, like, they would help you, but not just getting a job. If a recruitment agency gets you a job, it would be a temporary one. So to make it a permanent one, you do have to find out opportunities by approaching the manager or human resource management inside the company and find out if there is any roles available. So that's what I found out when I was in Christchurch. But I was a fresher, and when I came into Christchurch, and it was really hard for me to get a job get a job in the sense, get a permanent position. And I was trying to upskill myself in certain position, but couldn't find any possible options for me because it was really hard. My background is from mechanical engineering, and I do have experience of 2 years in India, but which was not considered, and it was really different from here, because mostly people require a technical level experience in overseas, that too in New Zealand experience. When I approached door-to-door companies, there are certain companies which were asking, like, do you have experience, overseas experience, that too in New Zealand experience, to consider for a certain role. Even for a machine operator, they were asking for experience in overseas in New Zealand. So that's the reason. And then I found out, like, we can use Trade Me or Seek to apply for jobs all over New Zealand, which I did. And then there are certain interviews which were video call interview through Skype. They were interviewing even recruitment agencies in Auckland or different places of North Island try to call me through video call, and then they interviewed, but it was unsuccessful because of the reason I was in Christchurch. I was not ready to move immediately. They needed a person immediately, so that's what the problem happened. And then third thing I did was updated my LinkedIn profile and approached certain HR and managers directly, and then send out my CVs, and that's how I was able to move out to Auckland with certain job opportunities. And I started getting opportunities only from LinkedIn profile when I updated it, and then I tried to move out Auckland, and then when I come to Auckland, like, it was really a different thing, because here it's not pretty easy to find out like companies here. You really need 1 month or some 1.5 months time to get out and give out CVs there, because there are a lot of companies here, and different people require different experiences and skills, and you need to get adapted to this. And most important thing is, like, you need to get a car to get around places, because traffic is really high here. But one thing I found is, like, the recruitment agents are pretty straightforward here. They do tell you, like, this much would be the pay, and will you get a permanent position, or is there a possibility of permanent position? They would give you a straightforward answer. If it is yes, they would say yes, or if it's not, they would say no. I've approached different recruitment agencies. There are a lot of recruitment agencies when compared to other places I've seen here, and they were pretty straightforward, which was really useful and helpful for me to get to another level. And also I did took 1.5 months to give out CVs to different places, and even when I give it to CVs to different places, the places there, the manager and HR, like, they were pretty straightforward. They were explaining about things and skills, whatever they require for the job, and what kind of position there is available for there, and is it possible to get a visa support or residency or something like that. They were pretty clear about that, and that was very helpful for me, and was little bit not easy, but it was possible. There was some possibility options to get experience and develop some skills here, and even possibilities for upskilling things. I found some opportunities here when compared to other places as well. At the moment, that's what it's been going on. I'm able to upskill myself, and I'm working in a sector in civil oriented field, which is pretty much okay, but I won't say I would get to residency immediately, but it takes some time, but needs some experience in overseas, that too in New Zealand experience. So overall, I would say that you need to get a New Zealand overall experience, New Zealand experience, not overseas experience. New Zealand experience is necessary. Try to get that experience, develop that experience, which would get you another level where you required to. And also, when you're coming to Auckland, main thing is you need to update your LinkedIn profile, and you can get hold of people only through LinkedIn profile, and it's pretty much bit easy when compared to other places. So because it's since there are a lot of industries and companies available here, it's you can't travel all day, because the traffic is really hard, and so to approach easily, like, you can contact through LinkedIn and profiles like that. So when you move to North Island, I found there are some possibility options to upskill yourself and get through a opportunity, but at the moment I haven't figured out how to get residency. I would clearly say that. So that's all I just want to share in this video. See you soon with another update.